BYB is debuting in Albuquerque. Mike Goldberg will be on the call as always. What is it about BYB that has kept you so excited about the sport?
You know, in the old days, my 19 years in the UFC, I would get to say it's all over. There were 10 fights, maybe 5 or 6 times a night. With BYB, I get to say it every single fight, you know? It is all over, just like that. And an easy transition to inside the octagon to inside the trigon. It's the athletes, though, more than anything, Michael. It's the athletes just make it so special. Martial artists they all come from the same ground and the same trees. They've got class. They compete at the highest level. But they're all great guys. And I love working with Paulie Malignaggi. And it's arcade. It's the trigon. And that's what makes it special. And as we continue to grow, you know how you watch different events. If you watch the UFC, you see the octagon. You know it's the UFC. And now in what's a busy bare knuckle world, you see the trigon, and you know it's us. So it's a lot of fun. It's high excitement. And I was always more of a stand-up guy. Joe was the guy who broke it down on the ground. So I really enjoyed that part of it as well.
We've had some adjustments to the card. Believe that Javon versus Walter Saravia is going to be our new main event. What do you think of that fight?
Javon Wright and Walter Saravia. So we have Roberto Duran's son, Robert Duran Jr., amongst our stable of fighters now, which is a crazy honor. And his debut was in Denver, and Javon was a beast. And I was like, okay, that guy had him in a fight. And then he went on and won his next one. So I think Wolfman is absolutely worthy of this title shot. Saravia has been nothing short of spectacular. Of course, all of us are bummed out about LT and Kennelly and the rematch, but that will happen. So we're going to give the proper love to the guys in the main event, Javon Wright and our good buddy Walter Saravia for a belt.
When we look at the rest of the card, what's the diamond in the rough that you see?
The diamond in the rough that I see is Jerome Hatch and Daniel Lurel. So Jerome was a champion in our organization. Daniel was a multiple-time champion in BKB, and it's a rematch. And both of those guys, they don't stop. They don't stop. So when you look at that on paper, you go, okay, if you don't know the guys, especially maybe Daniel because of him fighting in the UK for so long, you don't know what we're in store for, but that would be the sleeper, without a doubt. That would be the sleeper.